Insecurities. See, they be eating us up. Got a girl feeling like she ain't got the stuff, like she ain't cute as fuck. But I tell that shit enough because I know that I'm a queen and that shit is made up. Sure, yeah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know what day it is. I'm over counting because, you know, it was extended. There's no point in keeping the time. Every day is a new day. That is all I know. Today, I'm going to be speaking about my insecurities. As mentioned before, I've gotten like quite a few people asking me as to like how I'm so confident and like what I did to get to where I'm at today. And I've touched on it briefly, but a big part of it for me was acknowledging my insecurities. I feel like it's nothing to be ashamed of. Everyone has insecurities. And when you vocalize them, you're no longer giving those things like the power over you. And when you vocalize them, there are certain things you can work towards, you know? Okay, so I think my first insecurity ever, my life thing, was the fact that like I'm super hairy. So I remember in grade 7, I went to Rivonia Primary School. Shout out to the squad, to my niggas. And yeah, we had like this ivy green and white dress. And I remember I was just minding my business, you know? Cool. And I think Zandi had shaved her legs. Or Zandi was just like significantly less hairier than me. So cool, obviously my legs are showing, bro. And then Delon comes up to me and he literally stops. And he's like, he couldn't believe what he was saying. Like he couldn't believe how hairy my legs were. So like he teased me about it, whatever. And then I went home and I was like, oh my God, Mom, I want to shave my legs. Obviously, you know, black mother's like, no, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna wait until whatever. So yeah, ever since like grade 7, I was just super aware of how hairy I am. I've got a lot of hair, guys. You've seen my hair. So obviously it grows everywhere. So that was my first insecurity. I got over that fast because I could shave the hair off my legs. Actually, I could just shave wherever. So that's cool, but I don't shave my arms, and my arms are mad hairy. I don't care about that anymore. I just realized that hair is hair is hair. Everyone has it. Yeah, there's just nothing I can do for you. And then I think that I've struggled with my body like throughout high school. So I went to a predominantly white high school, and obviously like I was chilling with the slenders, yasema katalog, yabo. And I was small, like don't get me wrong, I was small, but they were small. And majority of my netball team, like majority of the girls were white, so they had the transformer legs, you know, their stomachs were on. And yeah, I remember like I really used to beat myself up about that. Yeah, like netball training was back, so was basketball. So I was in shape, probably the best shape of my life, looking back at it. See, I didn't appreciate it at the time. But yeah, so I would use my holidays in high school to work out. Like I'd go back. Like from grade 10, I looked at myself, I said, no, I want to be a skinny legend. And I essentially became one. I'm bringing up netball just because, yeah, like during the season, or yeah, I don't know, like that environment, there were certain things that were said to me whilst playing the sport that it'll never leave me. So I don't want to say like I was body shamed, but like there'd be small remarks that were made, because obviously majority of the girls, white girls on the team, looked a certain way. And often I was like compared, and I know that the people who said this like didn't say it out of malicious, like there was no malicious intent in what they were saying, but it just reminds me every day to be very kind with your words. Like you don't know what someone is going through, you don't know if they're going to take what you're saying lightly, you don't know if they're in a good space, you don't know if they're beating themselves up already about it. Yeah, and I also wanted to say, guys, it's very important, like acknowledge your insecurities, because I know that it's almost impossible to ignore them. Come on. Acknowledge your insecurities, but in acknowledging them, also acknowledge the good, because when you focus on the bad, you're very likely to neglect the good, and then you're going to only see yourself according to one like big jab. You're only going to see the bad in yourself and not the good, and that can lead you to like a very dark place, and you don't want to do that. Then, which is funny, like I got to where I wanted to be. I was super small, my stomach was flat, cool. And then I came to varsity, and then like I was just surrounded by beautiful, you know, women of color with bodies. And then I just remember like feeling like I didn't have the body of a woman just because I wasn't as curvy and like I didn't have all of that. So yeah, as I was gaining weight in first year, I didn't mind, because I remember thinking to myself like, thick is the wave, nam gaba again, nam I'm gonna have a booty, nam, you know. So yeah, and ever since varsity, my weight has just It's been shaky. I dropped a lot of weight in 2017, like scary. And then 2018, beginning of 2018 also I was really small. Then 2019, 2020, whatever, as you can see, this is where I'm at. I'm not happy with my body, but like I'm over fighting it. I'm just accepting every phase that I'm at. I'm learning to love my body in every stage. I also know that like where I'm at is not permanent. If I want to change it, I can. That's also a really big thing for me with insecurities or just with life. I feel like there's so many problems that we face that we can't change, but the ones that we have control over, we should do something about it. So I don't stress too much about it. I mean, I still have like some insecurities. So my legs, again, I scar very, very, very easily. So I have scars on my legs. Again, in high school, the white girls had no scars at all. So I was like, what the hell is this? What the hell am I going to do now? I still struggle with that like a bit to this day. Yeah, like I try lighten my scars. I mean, like with bio oil and stuff, like nothing hectic. But I'm more comfortable, like I don't really care. I've just kind of realized that like most people have scars in one place or the other. Mine are on my legs. Cool. Also because Gimpofu and my scars are like dark, I just feel like me, and that's my problem. My biggest insecurity right now are my arms. It's where I gain majority of my like weight, and I don't know why, like I've been struggling to lose arm fat quite a bit, so I'm working on that. I don't know, like I'm in a really good place. As much as I'm insecure about certain things, I'm no longer hiding those parts of my body. You know, like I can be insecure about my legs, but I'm still like, oh, Goo, you're insecure, but like whatever. Like I sit on this couch all the time wearing like tank tops, you know, strings that show my arms. Yeah, just because I don't really care anymore. And I know that like when I do get serious and I want to change that about myself, I can. So those are like my two biggest insecurities via my body, like my legs and my arms. My stomach, nah, I don't really care. Yeah, I have eczema, so I scar very easily. The scars on my body, definitely a big one for me. And I'm really working really hard towards lightening those because again, in Bofu, and I just feel like I can't meal it and I cannot. But I'm also very aware that like every scar tells a story. I was a very active kid. I used to play outside all the time. I was like a bit of a tomboy. I was rough. Like I played sports 365 wire. So I've kind of accepted that like all of that is just a part of me. My biggest insecurities now have nothing to do with my physical appearance. It's really important to me that the people in my life and my friends and my family and the people who claim to love me wholeheartedly. I really am not in the business of being loved half-heartedly. I feel like I've put myself in that position quite a few times, like in relationships, friendships, or love. And it really does get to me because if I love you, like I'm very loud and proud about it. Yeah, like I really like to show my loved ones off. And yeah, I haven't necessarily like that hasn't been reciprocated to me in certain situations or relationships. So like that's a really big thing for me now. Like I'm really insecure about it. Like I don't know how to explain it. I just really want to feel loved by the people that I love. Yeah. And when I don't, I immediately just like push it, like I drift, because I just don't want to put myself back in that. Guys, I know I can linger people. I know I can. Like I know, and it's so embarrassing to say, but I know I can linger someone to like, oh, love me, or like see me, and I never want to do that to myself ever again. So if I feel like the love is not being reciprocated, or you're just not proud of me as a friend or me as a partner, yeah, I don't want it. But that really is my biggest insecurity. Like I'm really dealing with that now, like in friendships, not so much relationships, because I give it up. You know when you just feel like you have so much love to give and it just sucks when it's not being reciprocated? Or like when you feel like you're just so proud of someone or so proud of the people in your life and they just aren't. I honestly feel like if your love is genuine and it's pure, if you just love someone, you want to support them, you want to show them off, you want to make them feel beautiful, you want to make them feel loved all the time. And it really sucks when I put my all into someone and I don't get that in return. Yeah, it really like messes with my self-esteem. It's just so important to like focus. If there are things that you can change them, because they're gonna make you feel good. But if there are things that you can't, guys, that's life. Like, you just have to learn to deal with it, and certain things that you may hate about yourself, someone else will love, and you have to learn to love those parts of yourself too. Like, they tell your story, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. Everyone has insecurities. I mean, maybe yeah, let me not project. Not everyone, but most people do. And these are mine. I definitely, yeah, my insecurities are very much like emotional right now, like not being enough, wanting to be loved. I'm very hard on myself. I constantly feel like I'm not doing enough. Also, I just realized that like your insecurities will change forever. Like one season it's this, the next season it's that. Yeah, and I just thought it was really important for me to like have this conversation so that you guys realize that you're not alone, and that again, I feel like when you speak about things openly, you are depriving them of having any sort of power over you. When you own your own shit, guys, no one can tell you anything. Like, I know my insecurity, like I know I have scars. So if someone were to be like, I'd be like, you heard that from me. So yeah, there's just so much power in owning your truth. That's all from me today. I shall see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys are well. Yeah, I hope you guys are keeping busy during this time, because I know it's not easy at all, bruv. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Yeah. Bye.